Hello, everybody, and welcome to the y.W.c prediction show for Backlash. I'm your host, Kev Shear, and I'm joined by Seth Cole, Chris Dollerton, Kyle Matthews,
I'm joined by
Norman,
Seth Cole, says nothing.
Am I supposed to say something?
Well, he was quiet.
and
He was
very
quiet for
special
like 5
guest,
minutes.
a one-time only appearance by Charles Sanford.
Unless otherwise forced by Michael.
Basically, but it's too late to reverse that decision now, Charles. So
I didn't have a choice in this matter. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Charles, everyone has a free choice, except when they're forced.
I'm starting to think. I'm starting to think Charles being here is a bad idea.
Yeah, because he's definitely going to win.
Okay. So we start off with the kickoff show. We got the Perfect 10 Tye Dillinger against the vaudevillain Aiden English. Why don't we start off with the new guy, Charles?
Really?
All you gotta do is just,
Really?
No pressure,
all you gotta
Charles.
do is just say Tye Dillinger or Aiden English. That's all you have to say, literally.
Or the referee.
Or the rest.
Aiden, I don't know. Aiden.
There, he said Aiden English. Okay, next.
And next we go to Seth Cole.
It's got to be Tye Dillinger. He's already, I think, 2-0 over opponents so far. So he's gonna get at least a 10-0 because he got to get to a perfect 10. So it's Tye.
I love the logic behind that.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Dollerton, your turn.
I'm not typically a fan of crybabies, so Tye Dillinger.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with both of you saying Tye Dillinger. Kyle?
Tye Dillinger, just because he's the baby face in this match, and usually the pre-show they usually just give it to the baby faces to get the fans started. So.
And last but not least, Michael.
Tye Dillinger, because he's going to win every match until ever. He's
We've
gonna.
already established that we're all going to take a 1-0 point lead over Charles.
Yeah, right.
No, and before the end of that match ends in DQ or
If
Aiden
Aiden
actually
English
wins.
wins and Charles goes 1-up on us, I will throw my computer across the room.
Alright, next up we got Luke Harper versus Eric Rowan. I have no idea why
That's
this
still
card
on the
is even.
pre-show.
I have
No,
no idea
it's
why
actually
this
on the main
match is
card.
even on the Backlash pay-per-view, but it is.
Just give him something
Because
to do.
because they need like 8 matches to fill up the pay-per-view.
But it was thrown together last minute.
Yeah, they needed
That
they
Seth
needed
pretty
8
much
matches
just
for the
argued my
pay-per-view.
point for me.
They needed like 7 or 8 matches. They need 7 or 8 matches. They don't have them, so they had to
I could have found you
improvise.
2 or 3 better ones.
Hey, let's go in reverse order this time. Michael, you're first.
This is actually a tough one.
This is going to
I'm
be a
gonna
toughest
give
one,
it-
maybe.
They both kind of been getting momentum lately, but I'm gonna give it to Luke Harper just because I think he's a better, more athletic version of the former Wyatt family, and I personally kind of like Luke Harper, so Luke Harper for me.
Mr. I'm not good at Matthews.
Kind of hard to think. Kind of hard to make a prediction for this match since they just do it together. But I'll go with Luke Harper, just to flip the coin, basically.
I'm a little biased, so I'm gonna go with Luke Harper. I personally think he's one of the more underrated people in WWE, and
I
he
could have
really
swore
needs
I
a big
heard what
push.
sounded.
I agree.
I could have swore I heard what sounded like a coin flipping or hitting the ground. I'm assuming Charles flipped the coin on this one.
Actually, no. I had a dime in my hand, but it just literally fell out of my hand.
Oh, I'm going to flip the coin too, so hang on a second.
Chris, are you...
It's a tough thing to make because I mean, it's 2 guys that it's hard to choose between them. But if I want any shot at trying to beat Michael, I'm gonna go with Luke Harper.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I forgot about that. I forgot I was the champion. Seth never mailed me my damn belt yet.
Yeah, well, it ain't going to happen.
Seth, I told you next time I won the championship, you'd have to mail it to me.
Yeah, that
Uh-huh.
that
Yep,
beautiful.
and I agreed, but I had my fingers crossed behind my back, so, you know.
That That beautiful cardboard belt that you see on what
Hey,
culture?
if Adam Kushidi can carry around his prediction belt for what culture, then I can too.
Yeah, well, the next time that you and I work for a corporation, we're in the same building day after day, then, you know, you can have your belt walking around with it.
You know what? I'll pay for shipping whenever I get paid.
Okay, before this gets out of hand, Seth, what's your prediction?
I flipped a coin, it came up tails. I'm going with Rowan.
Okay, you're using the Charles route. Okay. Charles!
Well, you know, think about it too. I mean, everybody's picking Luke Harper, so if I'm going to have any chance of being able to maybe get a point over on somebody, I got to go with the opposite guy.
Charles, do you want to agree with most of us, or do you want to be in the minority?
I'll go for the minority one now.
Way to call Seth a minority.
Hey,
That's racist.
I
bub.
can't argue him.
That's racist, bub. I'm just kidding.
Alright, next up, we got the Lone Wolf Baron Corbin against the underdog from the underground, Sami Zayn. Seth, why don't you go first this time?
It's going to be Baron Corbin. Corbin's had a big push, and the last thing that needs to happen is him fall to jobber status. Sami Zayn's one of those guys where if he suffers a loss, it really doesn't kill any momentum since he's basically got the moniker underdog. So Corbin's got to win. I'm going with Baron Corbin.
Chris, your turn.
Another toughie. Part of me wants to agree with what Seth said, because in my head, right before you came to me, I was like, I'm going with Sami Zayn. But now that I think about it, Seth makes a valid point about Baron Corbin. So, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm going to stick to my gut. Sami Zayn.
Oh.
Interesting. My turn. You know, I really heard WWE is really high on Baron Corbin. I've heard they have bigger plans for him than they even do for Braun Strowman. So, I'm going to go with Baron. Kyle?
Yeah, I agree with you with what you said about them having big plans, even bigger than Braun Strowman. In fact, as you think back to the Royal Rumble, who eliminated Braun Strowman from that match? It was Baron Corbin. And yeah, I'll go with Corbin as well. I think he's getting a nice push right now, and I don't even know really what their plans are with Sami Zayn right now.
Michael?
Obviously Baron Corbin, because, you know, just listening to podcasts on what, you know, they're talking about with Dave Meltzer and stuff, that WWE is stupidly does not see anything with Sami Zayn, and that's really a bummer because he is a really talented person. But unfortunately, and I really want him to win, but unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen, so I'm going with Baron Corbin.
And last but definitely not least, except maybe in this case, Charles.
I'll leave Chris by himself. I'll go with everyone else.
Okay then.
Cunt.
Okay, next up we got basically every woman on the SmackDown roster facing each other. In a 6-woman tag team match.
Let's say the faces or the heels.
Basically what Michael said. The faces, which are Naomi, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch, versus the heels, Natalya, Carmella, and Tamina Snuka.
Snuka!
Let's start with Chris.
Gonna go with the faces. Naomi, Charlotte, and Becky. Hands down. No explanation. Just gonna go with them.
I'm going to go with the heels. Natalya, Carmella, and Tamina.
And James Ellsworth.
Ellsworth.
And Ellsworth. But
Aiden.
You can't forget about the bitch of the group.
Wow.
I honestly, I've heard that WWE is already regretting turning Charlotte face. So I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say Charlotte goes back to being heel and costs the face team the win. Kyle.
Your theory right there of Charlotte costing the faces the win, it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense because the whole welcoming committee formed because they didn't want Charlotte there to begin with, so I really kind of don't understand why they would do that, but who knows? This is WWE. They don't use a lot of logic. But I'm going to say the faces because the heels have really been booked strong over the last couple of weeks leading up to this match. It's got to even out somewhere. That's usually an indicator. If one side dominates, the other side's usually going to win, so I'm going to go with the faces.
Michael.
I'm going to say the heels, and I'm going to go a little based off your theory, but it won't be Charlotte. No, I think they're finally going to turn Becky heel. I think Becky will cost Charlotte the match for the faces, and the heels will walk away victorious.
Charles.
I'll go for the team that I've at least heard more. You guys say more, so I'll go with Becky's team.
So the faces.
Yes.
And last but not least, Mr. Seth Cole.
I'm going with the heels, and I don't even need to explain because Michael said everything word for word for me. So, yeah, thanks, Michael. You did all the work for me.
I was inside your mind.
Bit of a split decision there.
And now for the first championship match, it's the SmackDown Tag Team titles between the Usos and, well, the Fashion Police, also known as Breezango.
This is going to be the toughest one, I think, personally.
Yeah, this is really going to be tough. Huh?
No, I'm going to say this one. This is going to be tougher than Jinder versus Randy because the reason the number one contenders are the freaking fucking Fandango and Tyler Breeze. They have no backstory with India, so they're not just getting a random push because of India. So this is actually what makes it tough.
SmackDown is the land of opportunity. They've been building this up.
But yeah, I'm gonna go first, and I think it's way too easy. I'm gonna go with the Usos. No explanation needed. Kyle?
We'll say the Usos because it's rumored once the New Day comes to SmackDown that they're gonna work a program together for the tag titles.
And that's gonna be unfortunate. Michael?
Well, I guess I want to stay with you guys here. I'm gonna kind of coast on this one, hopefully, and I'm gonna say it's gonna be the Usos, even though I really am pulling for Fandango and Tyler Breeze for some reason.
It's Fandango.
Fandango.
He's from the South. Cut him some slack.
No, I say Fandango because this is how what Chris Jericho called him.
Flamingo.
Flamingo. Charles!
I guess I'll be different and go ahead and take Fashion Police.
Seth.
That's your name, Kev. I use it. I don't know what's called.
Breezango. I forgot that's the actual name of that group. Is
I'm
Breezango.
going with Charles. I'm going Breezango because Kyle brought up the point the New Day's coming back. I think they could definitely work a good feud between Fashion Police and the New Day. So I'm going. I'm going new
I
team
didn't even
champs with
think
the
about
Fashion
that.
Police.
I honestly didn't even think about that. Chris!
Yes, the Diebacks title. Oh, wait a minute. What? Oh, wait a minute.
Well, and then when you think about it, the Usos did get to coast through WrestleMania. They didn't even have a match at WrestleMania.
They were in the Battle Royal.
So what? It's not a title match.
Remember, the Battle Royal is basically like, we're sorry you didn't make a real match in WrestleMania, but here you go. You get to beat the shit out of anyone else.
And take your frustration out on everybody else in that match.
Anyway, my pick has been, and I've been just pushing this the last few weeks since the last pay-per-view, and I'm really thinking Breezango. Been
I honestly
pushing with
thought
them.
everybody was going to say the Usos, but then
Just
Charles
like,
showed up.
Alright,
So
American Alpha, where have you gone?
Yeah, rip American Alpha.
we take a little bit of a break from the championship matches for the next for the scheduled in-ring debut for the artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura.
Makanura.
Screw you guys.
We all know Kev's terrible with names. Give him a break.
He's going against what I've heard some people call a Shawn Michaels wannabe, Dolph Ziggler. Probably also the worst name in wrestling. Kyle, what's our review this time?
It's Nakamura's over in this situation, so Shinsuke is my pick.
I agree. Michael.
Yep, it's going to be Shinsuke Nakamura.
Charles.
I'll go for Nakamura.
Seth.
Doggone, I really want to go. I want to be the odd man out, but no, it's got to be Shinsuke.
It's going to be one of those ones where it's just going to be easy to pick.
Yeah.
I think
And
this
last
could
but
be
not
the-
least, Chris.
Shinsuke.
Yeah, that's kind of an easy one.
This could be the best match of the night, though.
And back to our championships. We have the United States Championship
Damn it.
between
it's
the
hard to
current
call,
champion from Canada, Kevin Owens.
Canada.
Canada?
Yes.
Yeah.
I said that on purpose.
Porpoise.
Did you
did
say
that
porpoise on porpoise?
Yes, totally. Versus AJ.
I want AJ Styles
Michael, we'll
to
start with
win
you.
so badly, and I really, you know what? Screw it. I'm going with AJ Styles because I want him to win the
Oh,
title.
wow, voice crack.
That
Charles.
was terrible, yeah. I think AJ.
Seth.
You know what? I'm going KO. I think Corbin's going to be the next one to challenge for the U.S. title, so I think it's going to be KO.
And Chris.
Did Kyle
No.
go?
Yeah,
I mean,
finally, actually.
Last.
Yeah.
Wait. They've been really pushing Kevin Owens and stuff like that, and last night on Smack.
Interesting logic.
I'm gonna have to go with
I'm gonna go with the
Styles.
Canadian face of America, Kevin Owens. Just because I want to. And last but not least, Kyle.
As much as I'm getting tired of Kevin Owens with the U.S. title, and really would love to see AJ Styles have it, I think Owens is going to retain in some heelish fashion here.
Okay, and last prediction, but definitely not the least prediction. We got the WWE Championship match between Randall Keith Orton and Jinder Mahal.
Can we just all right now say Randy Orton?
3, 2, 1. Randy Orton.
Randy Orton.
Randy Orton.
Kyle,
Let's
Seth,
do
you guys didn't say anything.
I'm thinking.
Come on, do you really think they're gonna get? As much as it would be cool for Jinder to get the championship, do you really think they're gonna have him beat Randy Orton?
I don't think they will, but it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Reason I'm
That would
picking
make
Randy
sense.
Orton is because 3 words: fuck Jinder Mahal.
We apologize for that language.
Demonetized.
I'll just play it safe and go with Orton, but it really wouldn't surprise me if they swerve
Yeah,
us on
I guess
this
I'll
one.
do the same.
Now, personally for me, I think Randy Orton is going to win here at Backlash, but I think Jinder will win. I think Jinder has a chance to win the WWE Championship down the road, just not Sunday.
No.
Do you think it's gonna be DQ?
He's been no. Here's the thing. What's gonna happen probably is this. He's been built strong these past couple of weeks. He's been going over Randy these past couple of weeks, doing all these attacks and stuff. What's gonna happen is at some point during the match, I think the referee may get knocked down, and then the Singh brothers will come out. They'll attack Randy. Randy will kick out. Referee will come to. Surprise RKO. Match is over. That's what I'm predicting will happen.
We will get the referee gets knocked out in crucial point in match cliche.
Yep.
At least the ring won't fall apart and the ref would die.
That's a good point. Oh, but he's not wrong.
But let me think here. What was I gonna say? The only reason is because it's just been getting annoying watching Jinder Mahal the last few weeks.
All right, guys. Any final thoughts for Backlash on Sunday? Or just random things you want to insert into this video before we're done recording?
If Jinder Mahal beats Randy Orton at Backlash, I'm gonna end up giving myself whiplash because I'll be so pissed.
Good to know. This is Kev Shear, and for everybody else on the y.W.c crew, have a good night, everybody.